Great, guys. Great. So happy Wednesday, everybody. Yeah, we're going to just spend today doing a simple online arbitrage search, see where things take us with Nepeto, and really just go from there. So it's kind of like playing it by ear here. So yeah, I see we already got some interesting leads, but these are from HEB. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna filter out Amazon. We're gonna leave the no buy box. There is a lot of leads actually that don't have a buy box that are profitable. We can maybe do a grocery search in a bit. I'm gonna leave it broad for right now, and I'm not gonna do a specific price that we're selling on Amazon, just so that it keeps the grocery leads as well. Like if we did like $20, we might lose a lot of good grocery leads. So you know, I'm gonna just leave these two open. ROI, let's do 35%. And sales rank, we're gonna do two different sales ranks. We're gonna do 100K on the sales rank, and top BSR, let's do one, and offers. So this is what I was thinking of doing, just because of like the time of season that we're in. FBM season is pretty good, so we can do a couple of FBM friendly listings. And to do so, all we're going to do is put a max for the number of FBA sellers and a minimum for the FBM. And you guys are going to notice that what's going to happen is we're going to have a lot of these items are going to be more FBM friendly. Now, just keep in mind, you can always FBA these, right? Just because there's a lot of FBM sellers on this listing does not mean you won't get buy box FBA. You basically will always get buy box FBA. It's just harder if it's the reverse. If there's like 18 FBA sellers, you probably won't get much buy box FBM. So this is just a good start for the day. Let's go to more filters and we'll do profit. We'll do $5 minimum profit and we'll save this. Oh, and also we're gonna do filter out third-party sellers on Walmart and save it. So yeah, that's the filters for today. And we're just gonna go through these leads, check them out, see what we got, and see what's profitable. So just looking at these Nike shoes right here. It looks like Nike baby shoes. Buy them for 47, sell it for 88. Keepa is looking okay. And not the greatest keeper, but not saying it's terrible. People are selling out. So we got most of the time it's been no buy box, which is okay. Like we're just like we got a buy box right now, so it might be worth just checking out. Ooh. So we got Nike girl sneaker. And all right, so I want to see if we can apply this coupon code right here. It's Sport25 to it, but it should be still profitable even without. So if we click on the pedo, we'll see, okay. Buy it for 47, sell it for 88. We're looking at like a $23 profit, 49% ROI, which isn't bad. Let's just make sure. So we got FBA costs included. So I'm going to switch this to FBM since we are doing an FBM friendly search. So just a heads up, right? The settings tab, you can set, parameters for Nepeto here. We can switch it to FBA. I can add sales tax if I got some, and I can do inbound shipping. Let's do 0.8. So just some basic settings that we can set. We'll do 47. All right, so it's a little bit lower ROI, but at least it's more realistic. Let's do 7.70. Okay, so
Can,
above.
can you put in FBM shipping? So like add your cost that'll be
Yeah.
the ship to the customer?
Yep. So that's what I just did right here. Nepeto will recommend you the FBM shipping, and you
Okay.
just add it. When it's set to FBA, it automatically adds it for you.
Okay.
So, yeah, you have those options. All right. And yeah, we'll just look at the Keepa real quick. It's nice having it right here on the pedo. We can see like beginning of July was right here. Seems like some sellers came on and it is selling out pretty well, right? So what this is telling me is there's 9 offers right here, right? 9 sellers were on here, and that was July 17th. And then all of a sudden, July 31st, we're down to probably around like 4 or 5 offers on here. So we went from 9 to 4 basically. So 5 people basically sold out as some people came on and off. So it's moving in the right direction that I want it. And I'm not recommending that you buy 10 of these, but you can see just for an example how much profit you might be able to make if you did that. So that's the first lead of the day. Now let's just go to see all variations and just see if there's any other variations that might be profitable. So I think let me go back. So $49 max. How much can we buy these for? 47. Okay, so it'll be 47 times 2. All right, so we're gonna look for items around that $90 range that might be profitable. So let's just see the variations again. So all I'm doing is just to see other sizes that might make sense. So you can do a quick filter in the Chrome extension. Um, Not having much luck there. Let's go back. Actually, I want to show you guys this. This is a pretty cool way to filter variation sales. So if you go to Keepa right here, and if we go to variations, I found this pretty helpful. So you do have the option to, let's say we can buy this white color, right? This white color is $47 we can buy it for. And we have a couple options here. I also just want to see if we can get this 25% off. Um, for these shoes, as it might actually help us out a little bit. So let's try this promo code, see if it works for these. Let's do sport 25. What is it? Okay, okay. Actually, it does work. So we can get this for $43 here on Nike. And we have a couple of different things. So I'm just going to filter out the variations again. What you can do if you want, this is a pretty cool trick for filtering out variations. If we go to title right here, click on these 3 lines, we can do white, white. And now we'll have all the white colors to sort through. So obviously some of these are probably men's, but we want to look at the toddlers or the boys. And if we can buy it for $43, some of these, if we can sell, so size 2, were we looking at size 2? Okay, we were already looking at size 2. Um, that's not good. Size 1.5 might work as well, right? We can see $87 the buy box is at. And again, it's a nice downward trend. So that's a great way to just check out another variation. So yeah, maybe like size 1.5 and size 2 are good looking items just to check out. So, you got 2 variations right there that are somewhat profitable and might be worth looking into. Let's just go to the next one. So we got Shop WSS we can buy this from. And yeah, for those wondering, basically all I'm doing is just checking the data before I even consider opening up these links. I just find it much more time efficient to, right? I can see right here, Amazon 50% on this item. I'm probably gonna see that as like a red flag, but actually the last 30 days it wasn't on at all really. Let's see. So the Keepa is not crazy, but there's a couple of things that stick out to me. So I'm gonna check this lead out. If you come right here, let's see this, right? Estimated monthly sales right here is saying 280. Now keep in mind that's for all the variations. So we are gonna have to do some math and see how much this specific variation sells. But the sales rank drops for this is saying 70. So that is above 30. Like I usually try to look at items with a sales rank drop above 30. So I'm gonna just double check some things on the Keepa graph as well. And of course, page you're looking for cannot be found. So let me try one more time. Okay. So this item we're gonna report, and we're gonna go to the next guy. All right. Keepa not looking too bad. Pretty stable buy box going up. Not the greatest movement, but it's worth considering. I don't see a total flat line just now. And it looks like, all right, so it does look like some people are hogging this buy box here, which is interesting. This guy, E7. So how many ratings does he have? It's not on this listing. Then we got ZN. Where's he? So this guy's got the buy box. He's got a lot of ratings here. He's been hogging the buy box about 40%. Um, I might double check Keepa and just double check the data and see what the buy box statistics are. So they're both doing FBA. Seems like they're getting the buy box the majority of the time. So I might just skip this guy. Probably not something I would buy. Let's check out these sandals. Okay, so it looks like Amazon's on this. Okay, Amazon's on it 46% of the time. And last 30 days, there was no buy box, right? So it looks like, are people sold out? I guess people are still on it. Okay, so the reason I keep the sales rank drops above 30 is just because it's gonna at least let you know it's sold consistently once a day in the past month. Sales rank drops, they don't equate to the number of sales, but they're very closely related. Basically, sometimes people might buy two or three at once, and it only accounts for one sales rank drop. So this number might be like a minimum. And I also do hear that Keepa will track the sales rank drop once every 3 minutes. So, not saying this is the exact number of sales, but I do like to see this number over 30. I don't see it as so I might skip this lead. If anyone's got any questions on that, I'd be happy to answer it. All right, we got a good looking Keepa here. Let's see what it's like. Okay, so seems like Amazon was on this, but overall, the Keepa was looking pretty good. And okay, so this is a sketchy situation, right? Amazon was on it 74% in the last 90 days. And within the last 30 days, it was only on 23%. I'm gonna check it out and just see the Keepa a little bit more, but I'm definitely gonna look deep into just seeing if like that's something that would be worth buying. So this is like a 3X, they're a large big. So we got 3XL tall for 80 bucks or $18, and we can sell it for 39. So let's just see. I'm gonna have to look into Keepa as well for this. All right, let's go. So 18.80. We're looking at 13 profit right there. Um, okay, so I'm gonna double check the Keepa before I really would decide like how much I would buy on this. Let's go back to Nepeto and just pull up the full Keepa view. So just like a reference, I know I've been like repeating myself a lot with this, but like I just check the advanced product data first. I always do like to check the Keepa as well. It's just like I'm looking basically to X out products really quick here. And then when it's like, okay, do I have to dig deep into how much Amazon is really hogging this buy box? Then I might go to this Keepa graph because it's a little bit more reliable. So let's go to buy box statistics.
Was Amazon running out of stock? It looks like Amazon was out of stock on during that,
Yeah, so they're out of
like the
stock
end of
here
July.
since July 8th, right? So
Yeah.
you might like if I let's see this, right? So you see this offer count? It means that it went from 7 sellers all the way down to two, and it looks like people sold out. So this gap in the buy box, it looks like people are actually sold out. So this item is moving pretty well. I mean, not crazy well. Like you can see here, only 27 drops per month. And if you guys are wondering whether drops per month is for specific variations, I can actually show you if we go to another variation and click on another lead, right? You see how the drops per month changes per lead. So at least like I'm gonna guess, it's not gonna move crazy fast. It's probably moving, let's say 27 times a month at the worst case scenario. Where were we? We were at like three extra large. And it does have 11 ratings. So you have like basically two options when figuring out how much an item sells. You can do the percentage times the estimated number of sales. So it'd be like 3,184 times the rating. But I just feel like when I do this, okay, yeah, that's about right, right? We're guessing around 31 sales, and then the sales drop rank drops right here. Oh, my bad. Let me go back. Sorry, I didn't mean to press that back button. Where were we? Okay, so right, we're able to guess two ways. We can do some math and we can see, okay, 31 possible sales per month, or we could look at the Keepa and see the Keepa drops is around 27, so it's pretty closely related. And I'm guessing there's probably 30 sales per month. Now, let's say there's two sellers so far, right? And you divide that by three. You might be able to quickly sell 10, hopefully before Amazon jumps back on. It's totally up to you, but just kind of like wanted to share like this is how my thought process is when I am deciding, how much I really would want to buy an item. So there's a couple of data points that I look at, and I kind of just go with my gut. Like to me, most important thing is Keepa. Does the Keepa graph look like people are selling out? And it does. And then I might also do the numbers, but sometimes I notice like when I do the math with the ratings times the estimated number of sales, it's like just such a low. Like sometimes I'll get a number of like 6 sales per month for this item, but if you're looking at this graph right here and you see people are selling out, I would just go with your gut and be like, okay, people are selling out. Um, I feel like I've just passed up like all my Amazon career too many times where I didn't buy a product because like I don't know if I was doing the math wrong or something, but I would trust your gut more so when it comes to looking at the keep up. So cool. We got some good leads there. Let's just keep going. I'm gonna also branch off soon now since like why not to the other storefronts because and a huge thing of Nepeto is the fact that you can just make list upon list upon list. So since I never sold, let's see actually, I know you do a lot of clothing. Let's see if we can find maybe like a different type of lead. So this is like a M&M lead and I'll see the storefront scan for another person just to mix things up a bit. So this seems like most of the time there was no buy box. Amazon was possibly on it. Okay, only 12% on it in the last 90 days, and then not too much on it lately. We can also see, this is pulled, that yellow line on Keepa saying, hey, this item sold 50 plus times a month. Amazon's giving us that data. It's really reassuring. The Keepa chart is looking phenomenal in terms of people are selling out. It's looking like a heart rate monitor. It is going up, but like it's definitely moving. Like this is definitely a great looking Keepa, just from a quick glance. So it's something I'm gonna definitely check out. All right, let's click on this link right here and the Amazon link. All right, so we can buy it for $9.99 from Target. The only thing is I gotta double check if this is the same. This says 35 pieces, and this says 55 piece bag. Okay, so this is 55 versus 35. Hmm. All right, I don't think this is a perfect match. Let me double check if Amazon has a 35. That's 55. Um, hmm. All right, I don't think I'm gonna check out this lead personally. I think it's just a mismatch, so I might actually just report it right here. Report it, let Nepeto know, hey, this item doesn't line up perfectly. Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's a mismatch, Mike. I
Yeah.
reported that last couple of days ago.
Okay. Nice. Let's see what else. All right, so I wanted to diversify from clothing. So let me just see if there's anything. This is interesting. Toilet paper. Let's see if this is legit. So this lead is looking crazy with the Keepa, Amazon. How often? All right, Amazon on at 43%. Little sketchy with Amazon on at 43%. However, there is a lot of sales. So let's just see. Let's see if it all lines up. That's crazy that you can get this for 39 cents. You can literally buy 100 of these for $39. That's insane. And then what is it selling for 10? That doesn't even make sense. Who would, is it, in my personal opinion, I wonder if this is a glitch on Fleet Farm. I just don't understand why they would do 39 cents. It's a crazy lead. Can you review your initial filters? Do you specify both FBA and FEM filters? Yes, so Scott, all I did, you know, uh, pretty broad, right? Filter out Amazon. I left the must-have buy box open. I didn't set a category or price. I set my ROI to 35%. Sales rank, I just did two. I did 100K sales rank plus top ESR percent as one. And then easy offers. This is so for the theme of today's call, I just did like a FBM friendly listing. So I set the max number of FBA sellers to three. And then I set the minimum number of FBM sellers to three. And what that allowed us to do was now we got more FBM friendly listings. And then for variations, do you look at number of reviews or just seller count to indicate shoe sales? Um, I do a mix of both, Scott. So, just like a couple criteria, I'm looking at the sales rank drops. I in my experience, when I've been looking at sales rank drops, I know some sellers don't like to look at them that much, but I've noticed it's been very closely related to the numbers I've been calculating when I would do the rating. So if like an item has 300 sales, and let's say that specific variation has one rating, or my bad, 1%, it would be 1%. Yeah, that's interesting though. So like it's a great thing. Sometimes if an item has 300 sales and like the one variation has 1% of the ratings, I typically would think it would sell probably more than three. So then like you have the option to do basically multiplying the rating math. I'm just making these numbers out of thin air, but another thing I might do is like just double check, the rating math. So multiplying the percentage by the estimated number of total sales. And then I might also look at the sales rank drops. And then the thing I value most is probably just the Keepa graph, right? Just like because something like this, right? If I'm seeing that there's 21 sellers and all of a sudden it dips to two in a matter of 2 days, like my gut is telling me this thing's moving, right? The fact that 19 people sold out is a huge indicator compared to like anything else. So I do a mix of all three different things, and I basically will go with my gut most when it comes to making a buying decision. But yeah, this is, oh wait, let's add our shipping costs. That's gonna screw up the ROI a lot. So you're only making $1.39 per unit, but if if you spent 100, if you bought 100 of them for 39 bucks, it's actually not bad at all. $900 potentially. Now let's see how much we would like how much buy box we would get. So Amazon on and off again, saying 48 drops a month for this specific variation. Let's see the variations tab. Hmm. Okay, so this guy, right, he's got 1%, only 23 reviews. So, he might not be selling that great. It might be only like 48 um sales per month. So maybe not like go 100 deep, but and then there is a lot of other sellers on it. So it'd be like 48 divided by what would it be? One, two, three. I mean, you would have to be the lowest price guy to basically win buy box. So for a situation like this, right? For a situation like this where there's no buy box, right? Oops. The customer has to click on see all buying options. And when they're checking out, they basically are checking out with this person just because they're at the top and they're the lowest price. Um, to be honest, you're not probably not going to get crazy number of sales with this, but if you did buy it, like I don't think you would do too bad. Like you're only it's 39 cents an item. So was can you do a CSV search? Does Nepeto show sources for CSV import? Yeah, you can do a CSV search, Scott. So I wasn't going to do it on this call. I was just kind of playing around sourcing, seeing what things came up. But if we ever wanted to, are you saying like CSV as in the CSV scanner right here, or the Nepeto master search? Great. All right, let's scan one storefront and see what we get. So what's a storefront here? Maybe a lot of these people are probably doing wholesale. They got so many ratings. So let's see. Yeah, so I don't Scott, I don't have a specific because it shows source. So if you go to CSV scanner, I'm just gonna upload a CSV for what you're saying. Uh, when you say does it show source, it doesn't show source. It shows you the UPC. So this is specific for if you got a wholesale account already opened and they had a whole list of UPCs. Basically, your source is that wholesaler, and then you have the Amazon link. So it's not going to show you what wholesalers to buy it from. It's going to basically, for this example, you would have the UPC list from the wholesaler itself. So that's your source, and then you would just see if it's selling on Amazon. So hope that makes sense. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna do one storefront scan, right? I'm not even gonna look at this lead. I'm gonna guess that it's all right, but let's see someone with pretty good ratings. Whose storefront is this? Harry Bat. All right, that's pretty good. I haven't stalked him yet. So let's click on him. He's got 131 ratings. The reason I like him compared to someone like with 2,000 ratings is just because someone with 2,000 ratings is most likely doing wholesale. And so I'd rather someone with a lot of ratings, but not too much, so that there's a good potential they still are doing OA. So if we click on the search icon right here, we got their seller ID. We'll just scan it. We got to wait 35 seconds before scanning again. Okay, interesting. We're just going to wait it out. Scott, did I answer your question with the CSV scanner? Did that make sense? All right, 9 seconds to go. Awesome. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's do one last storefront scan and we'll call it a day. So we got clothing. We can see a whole breakdown of the brands right here. They sell Nike, Ariat, Reebok, whatever. And yeah, we got a whole list of ASINs and where to buy them. So I really like this storefront scanner because these sellers are doing the heavy lifting for it for me. If you really think about it, to get 131 ratings is a lot, right? It takes about 100 sales to get one rating. So they got probably 13,000 units sold within the last year. So, they're selling it because they're making money. Let's filter out their storefront and just see what we can find. All right. So, we got a good list of items over 35%. Let's just go through this real quick, see if we can find leads, and then we'll wrap it up there. Okay, what is this buy box at? So Amazon was on this item. And let's see. All right, how's this buy box percent looking? We got no buy box most of the time. Amazon was on it 19% in the last 30 days, and they were on 18% last 60 days. So, if it's doing enough sales, like we can see the estimated monthly sales is 1,800 right here. The sales rank drops is about 31. So let's say you're getting, let's say, just for example, real quick, 31 sales a month. Amazon's getting like 15% of those, 20%. So you're probably splitting like 20 sales between you and three other sellers. Um, you probably won't sell much, but it's worth at least looking into. So we buy it for 54, sell it for 98. Right. So this is something where if it's not doing like crazy number of sales, but you're probably going to make good profit when you are selling something like this. Like I'm not sure what the Nepeto profit calculated, but like $22 profit, right, per unit, right? Even if you only sell 4 or 5 in a month, like I would do a small test order here, something of that like nature, like 4 or 5 just to see how it is. But even so, let's add the shipping costs. Even so, you're still gonna make like close to $100. Whoops. Right. So if you bought 4, according to my settings right now, like you can still make $100 even if you're doing like a small little test order for a sneaker. So, I know it's not like you're going 50 deep or doing a 50 or 100 ball, but you can definitely get like a quick $100 win here, $100 win there. So that's the first item on his list. Let's keep going down the list and see what else he's got. All right. Amazon is definitely on this guy. Let's see if it's worth even looking at. Okay. I'm going to stay away. I don't love Amazon 75%. The moment they come back in stock, it's not going to be a pleasant experience as a seller. So let's just stay away. We got plenty more leads. That Keepa wasn't looking good. The Keepa is not great. Uh, so it's like a question. Am I missing something? Like we got, it's saying around like 49 sales rank drops a month, but the Keepa's not looking too hot. I might actually go to actual Keepa and just take a look at it, see what's going on. Okay, so this is saying 29 drops a month. Yeah, this offer count isn't looking too great. I'm not really too interested in something like that. So let's just go next. Nope, don't like. No. Okay. So it looks like this is another size compared to this guy, right? Looks like we can buy it from Shop WSS though. Interesting. What size is this? Okay, so this is just a case. I'm not sure if this is the same shoe. Yeah, it looks like this is the same shoe that we were just looking at, just that you can also buy it from Shop WSS. So I won't go into it, but since it is a good shoe, that could be profitable for a couple sizes, I'm just clicking on the variations tab right here. All right, we'll click on variations and we'll just see if there's any other variations that are also profitable. So let's see. Three offers for 98, two offers for 98 as well. So maybe size 5.5 we can look into. We'll click on this and just check Keepa real quick. It's not the fastest mover though. What else? Can we buy these? Can we buy these white ones or beige? Where was I? I'm gonna go to the Shop WS link and see if there was any other colors. All right. I don't think that beige color is on Shop WSS, so gonna skip it. But let's get like one last win under our belt. This guy's a crazy moving keeper. Right, this keeper is really going up and down. No red flags just yet. So we can see we can make $35 per unit, 58% ROI. I'm gonna check it out. I also do know if you order on Shop WSS, you can coupon it. So we could, like, if we really wanted to, coupon this down a little bit further. All right, so we can buy 59.98, sell it for 118. We'll wrap the call up with this lead right here. 59.98. All right, and we'll just add the shipping cost, so 8.19. So yeah, nice $29 profit, 48% ROI. And this offer count right here, right? This table right here, since July started, like a lot of people going up, it's coming back in stock, selling out, coming in stock, selling out, coming in stock, and then just a lot of people sold out right here. So it's moving. This is a great offer count. Let's just say an example, if you did buy 10 of these, not saying 2 by 10, but just saying if we did, $372 profit. So pretty cool lead right there. Not going even too deep on it. And then I would obviously just double check Keepa, make sure everything kind of lined up with what we were looking at. But yeah, we can see 65 drops per month. And we have about only three other sellers, right? So if you came on and you were number four, right? Let's just say if it was the case where 65 sales per month and you came on, you were number four, right? You might be able to even sell out 16 in a month. So if unless like my math is wrong there, but like if it was like, that could be some good profit right there. So I want to end it on
Man,
that. Does anyone got any questions on anything?
I had a question, but it's off topic though.
Yeah, yeah, all good, all good.
Okay, on the I'm in the chat group on Facebook,
Hmm.
and I seen the chats. Everybody they were talking about the hide feature.
Yeah,
You can hide the thing. Are they going to keep that?
yeah, we're
A
gonna
lot of but
go ahead. Sorry, finish your question. Are they
well,
gonna keep it?
a lot of I know a lot of people were upset. A lot of people were raising questions on that feature, whereas they're starting to see the same things, or they're not finding a lot of things, and they're wondering if are they being hidden, and
Hmm.
what keeps, I guess, what keeps it uniform? Where if you're a big seller and you're hiding a lot of things, at what point does it hurt the little guys or the
Yeah.
guys that aren't? Yeah.
Yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from. We're considering now, like obviously Nepeto, we really pride ourselves on taking feedback from the community. So
Mhm.
Ito responded saying, we have a couple different options and we want to hear from you guys what might be best. So we're still working out exactly what option we might take, but I think we're gonna maybe do a poll, see what the community thinks in terms of whether we should get rid of it altogether, or we also have the option of just limiting sellers from using this feature, like maybe capping them, like you only get 10 hides per month, no matter how big
Right,
you are or how many credits you buy. And
right,
limiting like how long you can hide a product. Maybe you can only hide it for a week or so. So
right.
there's a lot of options that we have, and we have to um just consult and see like what is the best. But we really do um take like I feel like the thing about Nepeto that makes us different than other softwares is we take feedback from you guys and we implement it. So that's definitely something that is on the top of our minds right now. So um yeah, we're probably going to do like one last poll just to confirm what is the best option, and definitely going to be adjusting the high from others. So
Great. I'm gonna keep my eye on it, Mike. I'm out here every week with you.
sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, of
Thank you.
course, of course. Great guys. So Raymond, I would love to show the product finder. There's a video from last week I can send you about it. I'm gonna wrap up the call now since we're kind of at like that 45-minute mark. I don't want to spend too much time tonight on this, and I want to give you guys time back for your Wednesday night to continue sourcing and just using Nepeto and make the most out of this week. So I'm gonna wrap this call up. It is recorded, so I'll make a YouTube video about it. I just wanted to say thank you guys for jumping on. Um, Figures last week was the only one I missed. Raymond, I'll send you the YouTube link. I have it on my YouTube channel, so I'll send you that, and you can just rewatch it. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for jumping on. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to check this out with me. And as always, I hope it's valuable for you guys. And yeah, I hope you have a great Wednesday. I'll be around next week, so keep in touch. See you guys.